Hey there, tennis fans. I'm James Waterson, and I've got your Tennis Now tennis news for the 12th day of the U.S. Open. Well, we've got our men's semifinal set. Andy Murray will take on Rafael Nadal in the semifinals of a Grand Slam for the third time this year. In the first match on Arthur Ashe, Murray defeated John Isner 7-5, 6-4, 3-6, 7-6, and later on Nadal crushed Andy Roddick 6-2, 6-1, 6-3. Both men put together some great tennis, although Murray had a tougher time with the big serving Isner. His match looked like it was going to be fairly straightforward straight setter, but the American broke Murray's serve early in the third set, which was all he needed to force a fourth. The fourth went to a tiebreaker, which you'd think would favor Isner, but he cracked first as he double faulted at 1-all. From that point on, the final result seemed to be a guaranteed thing as Murray never lost a point on his serve. Meanwhile, Nadal had an easy day with Roddick. He hit 35 winners to 13 unforced errors, and he broke him 6 times. Now looking forward to their semifinal match, Nadal may like his chances. He's the defending champion, and it looks like he's peaking at the right time. He also has a great record against Murray, as he's lost only 4 of 16 matches against him. The other semifinal will be contested by Roger Federer and Novak Djokovic in a rematch of their Australian Open and French Open semifinals. Djokovic has looked a little iffy these last 2 weeks, even though he hadn't lost a set until his quarterfinal match against Janko Tipsarevic. Now on the other side of the court, Federer is looking extremely dangerous. He avenged his loss at the Wimbledon quarterfinal when he took out Jo-Wilfried Tsonga in straight sets on Thursday night, and he's shown signs of the Federer of old these last 2 weeks. This match will be decided from the baseline, as Federer said in his post-match press conference on Thursday night. The interesting thing about this matchup is that although Djokovic has beaten Federer 3 times this year, Federer is the only man to beat Djokovic in a full match, which he did in the French Open semis. Djokovic's other loss came to Andy Murray in Cincinnati, where he retired in the second set. Now we're also going to have the semifinal matches on the women's side play tomorrow. World number 1 Caroline Wozniacki will take on Serena Williams in one semifinal, while Samantha Stosur takes on Angelique Kerber of Germany in the other. Wozniacki will have to play a great match against Serena to have a shot at making the finals, as the younger Williams sister has looked extremely dangerous at the US Open so far. In fact, since she returned from her health issues just before Wimbledon, she's dominated some of the game's top players, and she's won 2 titles, including the Rogers Cup. Altogether, tomorrow we should have an excellent day of tennis. The USTA National Tennis Center had an important visitor today as First Lady Michelle Obama stopped by to play some 10 and under tennis with Serena Williams and speak to some kids as part of her campaign against childhood obesity. She was joined by Billie Jean King, James Blake, John McEnroe, and Katrina Adams, a couple of former players. Obama said that although she didn't get into tennis until after she graduated law school because there weren't many courts in her neighborhood in Chicago, she praised the USTA's efforts to build child-friendly tennis courts in these kinds of areas. Now after the match, she went to watch the Murray-Isner showdown at Arthur Ashe Stadium. Now to keep up with all of tomorrow's matches, check the live score section of our website at www.tennisnow.com. You can also go there to find out when the matches will be on TV. Remember to follow us on Facebook and Twitter as well so you can stay up to date on all that's happening at the US Open. And that'll do it from us. As always, thanks for watching and have a great night, everybody.